Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Dropping Dimes Daily Show. I'm your host, Jamison Daigle, and it is Wildcard Saturday. It is the best time of the year. We've got Kansas City, we've got Tennessee, we've got Atlanta, the Rams. We've got a lot of storylines. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to give you a full preview of both games. Give you my picks on the games, and then of course give you my lock of the week. Speaking of the lock of the week, guys and girls, how about it? I told you guys, I said Golden State was a lock of the week. I told you, I broke it down step by step. I told you exactly what would happen, and it happened. Houston came out strong in that first half. They took a lead 63-62 in the halftime. But what happened? What did I say? I said that depth would be a problem. James Harden being out, which is a hefty portion of their scoring. And due to that fact, Golden State warmed down in the third and fourth quarter, came across with a 124-114 win. You had an easy cover. I believe the line reached -4.5, and Golden State got it done. So on the debut, got to hand it to us. We took away the win. We got you guys, if whatever you did, if you just wanted info on the game or if you wanted to take it to the window in Vegas, you got paid. That's what it's about. It's about getting you guys winning selections. It's about giving you the content. But we're going to take a new direction today. We're going to kind of do some commentary for you. And then I got a surprise at the end. We're going to give you the lock of the week, the lock of the day, and also do a little funny thing here. I know you guys are. It's always good to see a little comic. So we're gonna. I'm gonna show you the lighter side of Jamison later on in the show. First of all, let's get down to business. We're gonna break into these previews in a minute, but I give you my commentary. There is a big bombshell. Go figure. It's the New England Patriots. That every year it seems like there's some kind of big deal that comes on in their situations, from the Spygate to the Deflategate, all these different things. But now, guys, this is more serious. It started with Brady, Belichick, and Robert Kraft, the owner, and there's a rift, it seems like, behind the scenes, and it goes like this. I did a little digging and a little research here, and what it looks like is that at some point during the year, Belichick said, Guerrero, Tom Brady's personal trainer, you got to go. You got to leave the locker room. I'm done with you. And you know Tom, that's going to upset him a little bit. I'm sure him and Belichick had some words about that situation. But here's the big story here. Is supposedly Belichick really wanted and loved Garoppolo. Brady heard, he got some words that Belichick told him that, look, you are evaluated year to year, and when it's time, we're going to send you on out, and we're going to promote Garoppolo to quarterback. That's why we drafted him. So as you can imagine, Brady here, with all these Super Bowl rings, with all the records, what he's done for the Patriots was just ticked off beyond belief. So he goes to Robert Kraft. He said, look, this is what Bill's talking about. Of all I've done for this organization, the rings, the notoriety, I've been the New England Patriots organization. And let me reference this one, is he told Kraft, he said, in San Francisco, they wanted Steve Young to be the quarterback. They sent Montana. They shipped Montana off to Kansas City. Steve Young became quarterback in San Francisco. Packers did the same with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Brady doesn't want that to happen. He wants it done on his terms. And in all honesty, look, man, you really got to understand that is everything he's done for the organization. He does deserve that. However, there's this rift going on. So Brady's talking to Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft then makes a decision, comes in and says, look, you got to send Garoppolo out. So this story, folks, is hot. It's hot. The Patriots have come out and said that, look, all is well, but we all know that's not the case. This is a hot story. It's going to keep going on. It's going to be very interesting. Don't know it's going to playoffs. The playoffs, New England has the easiest road as they have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So We will have to see, but this is very, very interesting. An interesting story that just broke right before the playoffs, coincidentally, between Robert Kraft, Tom Brady, and Bill Belichick, folks. And as we know, Bill Belichick never gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar, basically saying that he wants what he wants, and it's not going to be a situation where when Brady leaves, he's stuck. Stay tuned to this story because it's going to be interesting. Now, breaking down these games today. Tennessee, Kansas City, right now, if you want to look at Kansas City, they are 0-5 in their last home playoff games, okay? And if you look at it, this is over the last 24 years, as they're not a perennial playoff team. They haven't won a home playoff game in a while. And if you think they're going to come down this number, they're laying 9. That is way too many points against a Tennessee team that's hungry, that's motivated, and that's had some good wins. Sure, they've lost. They had 2 games this year with Houston was one of them, and Jacksonville was Pittsburgh was the other one, where they're blown out both games. That's not happening here today. They're in this game. They've got a great offensive line. They've got great running backs. Unfortunately for them, DeMarco Murray will not be playing today. However, they are going to pound the rock and keep this game close. You're not going to see a shootout. That's not how Tennessee plays this game. And they also know if they do that, there's a good chance they will get blown out. However, the keys to Tennessee, keep the clock moving, run the football, have Mariota make his plays. But the key here for Tennessee is Mariota cannot turn the ball over. When he turns the ball over, they have no shot. Kansas City is going to stack the line. They're probably going to bring 7 or 8 guys into the box and try to stop this run with Derrick Henry. From my personal opinion, I think on the Kansas City side, they're going to have to dink and dunk, so to speak. Only problem with Kansas City is when they did do that this year, they're very unsuccessful. Tennessee's not going to allow Kansas City to go deep. I think Dick LeBeau for Tennessee is going to come up with a game plan. He always does. This guy has been in the NFL at some point, whether a player or a coach, for over 50 years. Yes, folks, that's right, 50 years. He knows what he's doing. He's won some Super Bowls. He's going to come up with a plan to keep this game close. If Mariota can be good in the red zone and not turn the ball over, Tennessee may shock the world. They may do this for the city of Tennessee and move on to the next round. Me personally, I think Kansas City, I think it's a close game. I think it's going to be a very tight 19-16, 19-14 game. I think that what you're going to see is you're going to see both teams come out and really go on the defensive side of the ball. You may have a few deep plays here and there, but I think at the end of the day, you're going to see a field position game, and I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I'm going to roll with Kansas City 20 and Tennessee 17. However, if you are looking to play this game, there's two ways you can go. I'd love Tennessee plus the 9. I do not think Kansas City is going to come close to covering this number. As far as the total is concerned, these teams typically play unders all the time. There's no way this game is going over the posted total. So if you decide to play this game, I'm not. I like Tennessee, but it's not my favorite. My favorite, which is coming later, is a second game between the Atlanta and the Rams. But again, if you're betting, I would say Tennessee plus the 9 and under the posted total. That total's fluctuating between about 44.5, 46. I think either one of those ways you can play. You can also play this in a teaser. If I was teasing the game, I would definitely tease Tennessee up to plus 16, as well as go underneath the posted total. Now, if you tease that, it'd be like around under 52, under 53. So, moving on, I'm going to preview this Atlanta Rams game a little bit. I don't want to give exactly my pick. My actual pick is on the side in this game. Looking at this game, I believe it's going to be a high-scoring game. Both of these offenses are very, very good. The Rams can beat you multiple ways with Jared Goff through the air, who's really, really improved. You got Robert Woods, you got Sammy Watkins on the outside, and Cooper Kupp, a tight end, which is going to be getting some plays deep down the middle, as Atlanta does struggle against tight ends from time to time. I think that St. Louis is going to be able to move the ball efficiently. I think that there are going to be periods where you may see some 21-point swings. I just think it's going to be a throw it for both sides. I think that the Rams are going to try to mix it up a little bit, but I think at the end of the day, I think their best scenario is going to be throwing the deep ball. When I look at this game, I think you see it probably a 35-28 game, something of that nature. There are some inside stories of this game. Rams took coaches. They took the quarterback coach from their offensive coordinator, was a quarterback coach at Atlanta. He knows Matt Ryan very well. He was saying this week, though, that he was keeping hush and saying that, just because he knew Matt Ryan doesn't mean that's going to give them an advantage anyway. Matt Ryan's an all-pro. I think Atlanta is very, very hungry in this game. However, I think the Rams are hungry as well. I think they're young, inexperienced, but I don't think that's really going to hurt them considering they played playoff teams down the stretch. But this is going to be exciting game to watch, guys. I think looking at it, I think it's going to be entertaining. And I think at the end of the day, you're going to see, like I said, a high-flying shootout. So enjoy these games, guys. Really, really enjoy it. I think it's going to be fun to watch. And I think it's just moving on until tomorrow as I'm representing my New Orleans Saints. Who dat Nation is going to be fired up tomorrow. It's going to be ready to go. We're going to show you a video. I got full breakdowns of that as well. My lock of the week. Now, stay tuned. My lock of the day is coming up. I got a little funny for you. So, but it's basically my lock of the day today. Right now, I'm looking at Atlanta plus 6.5. I think that the issue here, I think Atlanta's got the experience. They're so hungry, so motivated after having what happened to them in the playoff. Me personally, as a Saints fan, I loved it. But looking at their side, it was just rough. So my lock of the day, folks, going to 2-0. Take the Atlanta Falcons plus the 6.5. If you wait, you may get it to 7. Falcons plus 6.5. That's going to bring you home the money. Guys, that was me. That's going to be you dancing up to the betting window, collecting that money. Please like and subscribe this video. See you guys tomorrow.